There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the Terrapins head coach told me before the game they are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So the UCLA Bruins headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
On the ground, it's Lewis. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lewis. Shakes off the defender. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Still looking to his right. Right side, it's Fleming. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. So nice to have these tight ends.
The Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Just a misfire there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Throwing right. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ready to fire from the pistol. Finds a crease, it's Payne. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Iamaleava. Left side is Payne. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason. To be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy, and you were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coaching staff really took a deep dive into their roster, and they isolated the positions that they felt they needed to get better at, and they addressed that in high school recruiting and the portal. I'm expecting big things from them this year.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Bruins are flying down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback changing the play. The run inside. It's Cox. Turning it on. Inside the 30. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Had to get rid of it quickly.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Second and long here. Making the adjustment on the play. Throwing, Imaliava. Firing to the right, complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Bruins trying to cash it in on first and goal. Motion from the wideout. He's got it. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Hey, man, it's hard to throw down here in the red zone. These windows are tiny and they close fast. So there was nowhere to go in the end zone there, that time having to check it down. A nice job by the defense rallying and making a tackle.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Press center downs going to the air. Going to try to get it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, gonna throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Lewis. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Out wide right, it's Fleming. On the move at the 30. Snags it, and there's running room. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense. And
makes a catch. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Maryland!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Smashes through the tackle. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Quick give. It's Cox. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Making the adjustment. Iamaleava. Caught, it's Cox. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Drives inside. Runs through the tackle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And the Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Fires quickly. Breaks into the open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Bruins have this offense rolling. He's changing the play. Sends it back in motion. Move to his right. Gets it to the back. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Maryland uses its 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Throwing. Iamaleava. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Bruins are threatening in the red zone. Motion from the wideout. Move. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Terps will use their last timeout. They can't stop it again. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Right down the boulevard. And they've regained the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Washington. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. What a play by this defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Iamaliava. Snagged in the middle. It's Payne. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Second down to the air. And his first throw here is incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the pass. Makes the grab. And he will score! Touchdown, Bruins! On to attempt to try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the run, it's Lewis. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Give to the running back. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. Just enough time to get off one more snap. There he goes. Oh, he got loose. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the Texas State Bobcats. And it's the Huskies coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. RPO complete. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Changing the routes with his receivers. Here's to throw. Got his man. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses too, throwing it. You've got to be able to make good decisions. You've got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy right now is doing just that.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, it's Payne. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Iamaleava. Turns it upfield. Past the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Iamaleava throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Pulled to the ground.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give them a sack the play before, you've got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the third down very manageable.
The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll move the wide receiver. Just going to keep it after the snap. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
And the Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Easy. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Straight ahead, it's Payne. Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space, it's Lewis. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better, but that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
To the air, it's Washington. Throws to the tight end. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Finds his target. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. That pass is incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's complete to the left. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Terrapins have their offense in high gear. To the air, it's Washington. intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the back. Here's the Iamaleava to throw. He wants to go deep. Wide open. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Bruins. And the route is on.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Running inside, it's Lewis. He's got enough. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, a lot of space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The Terrapins headed quickly to the line. Now from inside the red zone. Out wide left, it's Fleming. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
To the air, it's Washington. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. back on the field, ready to go to work. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback changing the play. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, Imaliava. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Motion from the wideout. Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the 3rd sack of the game for this unit.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. Got a man, it's Lewis. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Off play action. Look out! Good job just to get rid of that one.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air. It's Washington. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Snapped on 4th down. Looking for a huge play. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
Here's some daylight. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to the well. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Iamaleava. Back's got it on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Making the adjustment on the play.
Come on, flow. Here we go. Play. Vamos. Over here, bullseye. Come on, check them.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. He's looking deep. Makes a deep grab. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Ooh. And he's in. Touchdown, Bruins. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Looking downfield, it's Washington. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese